Let's talk about Urals. All right. If you're looking at this, you're already thinking about it. If you're already thinking about it, I'm not going to talk you out of it. But I'm also not going to talk you into it. I am going to try and paint you as realistic a picture as possible of what it means to be an Ural owner. Now, background real quick. This is my second rig. My first rig was a 9650. It was fraught with mechanical issues, metallurgical issues, and primarily electrical issues. The alternator on those is, as everybody will tell you, a grenade. It is waiting to destroy your engine, and the grenade finally to give up the ghost. I ended up going total loss on that, and it worked fine for a while. Eventually, I ended up giving that rig to a buddy of mine when I acquired this one. This is a 2007. Mechanically, it's been outstanding. It has taken a lot of abuse, and it has eaten it up with a spoon. It likes it. The only issues I've ever had with this bike have been related to the ignition module and the wiring, but me and the wife replaced all of that, and she does really good work at wiring harnesses, much better than me, but it's very nice now. Advice about riding an Ural or thinking about owning one. Be prepared to talk to everyone. I mean literally everyone. Bikers may give you a lot of side eye, but eventually they'll come around and they'll grin about it. You will get random kids jumping in your sidecar, random old ladies jumping in your sidecar. It's just going to happen. If you don't have somebody in the sidecar and you pull up at the grocery store, there's a good chance you're going to end up with somebody in the sidecar. You will get noticed. Cars will see you, but that's not always a good thing because they're going to want to take pictures, and on the interstate, that's not so great. Can you go on the interstate? Yes, you can. I choose not to. The bike will comfortably do 60, 65, but you won't be comfortable on the bike. It gets odd. It just feels odd. This bike is much happier 4550. It will do that all day, like literally all day. You get this thing in the fourth gear at 50 miles an hour, it'll do it until it runs out of gas, or until your ass gives up. Should you buy a Ural? I will say, from my personal opinion, the purchase price of a new bike is high. The resale on these, buying a used one, is tricky because a lot of people that buy these things don't know what they're getting into. They are not ready for the maintenance. They're not ready for what it is. They expect it to be a Japanese bike that can sit under a tarp in a parking lot for 3 months and then uncover, hit a button, and it goes. And that's not what it is. It's not that. The older bikes are still carbureted. Modern bikes now are EFI. I don't have any experience with an EFI bike, but I can't see how that one change makes a big difference. It is tricky. Takes some finagling. You need to have some mechanical know-how. If you don't know how to change oil, if you don't know how to do valves and timing, you will learn. You will know, and you will either love it or you will hate it. I have a whole stable of motorcycles. I have about 9 motorcycles here. I spend a lot more time and energy with this than any of the rest of them, and that's not because it requires more, but because I like giving it more. It does require a little bit more attention, but a lot of my bikes are older. That's just the way I like to roll. It's a great thing for kids. It's a great thing for families. It's a great thing to be able to do everything together in one family unit. My wife also rides her own bikes now. My son, who's been riding in the sidecar since he was like 18 months, still rides in the sidecar. Sometimes the wife's in there with him, sometimes she's on her own bike, but it's versatility. As far as taking trips, you got a trunk that's the size of more people's luggage. You have a cargo rack if you have one on your bike, and it will hold a lot. The bike is heavy, it's 700 pounds. Do I advise you going off-road and climbing mountains with it? You can. It's heavy, it's rough, it hurts, it's slow, it's not nimble, but it is a tractor. It will climb through a lot of stuff that other stuff won't. You do have the added benefit of not worrying about falling down and breaking your leg. You're just worried about falling off or maybe blowing something up. If you want it, get it. If you're questioning it, think about it some more, really. Because I can't tell you how many times I've seen people get these kind of bikes and then find out it's not what they thought it was, and then be very cross and hate the company. And it's really not Ural's fault, okay? Are the new bikes overpriced? They're priced at a price the market would bear. Evidently, they're selling because they're keeping them at that price. Is it a little overpriced? Yeah, but it's not the only motorcycle that you pay too much for out of the door. Every motorcycle is really overpriced when you get down to it. Get it. Or no. Sure. Maybe. I don't know. Make it up yourself. If you want it, get it. Just please understand what you're getting. Please understand that you're going to be in a shop. You're going to be turning wrenches. You're going to be drinking vodka. You're going to be laying awake in bed at night and wondering what it wants, what's wrong. And usually it's something really stupid and simple, like your carbs are out of balance, or you didn't get your plugs right, or your timing's off 180 degrees, that's why it's running like crap. It's usually something like that. These bikes are robust. They are the AK-47 of motorcycles. They will run pretty much anywhere within spec. And spec on these things is really loose. I mean, 0.02 inch on the valves. I mean, the valve tolerance is loose. You can do it without a feeler gauge once you learn it, and you can do it literally by feel and spin. You will enjoy it if you know what it is you're getting. If you're expecting to get a super bike that also allows you to carry groceries, you are going to have a bad time. That's all there is to it, guys. Always feel free to ask questions. Give me a poke. I'll respond to comments fairly quickly, and who knows, if you ask me the right question, I might make a video. But in the meantime, I got some more stuff to do and tune, so go do the thing.